Leo, hi, welcome to your reading. This is for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and any strong placement in your birth chart for the sign of Leo. Crosswatchers, you are welcome here. Please try to remember that these are for the collective, so they are general readings, okay? Take what resonates for you, leave the rest for somebody else. Check your other placements and all that fun stuff, how we do over here, okay? Energies can be interchangeable, so put them where they need to be in your specific situation. Please like, share, and subscribe. Leave a high vibrational comment. I love to hear from you. Helps my channel out greatly, and I appreciate all the love and support this far. And we are at the end of Leo season, so any fellow Leos who have had birthdays this past week and the days forward here, happy birthday, and enjoy the rest of Leo season because it's gone as quick as it came. All right, let's find out what is going on with the person that is connected to you here. Let's see what they got going on and their thoughts of you. All right, let's see. Okay, liquid courage. So they got some things that they want to say to you, but they need to have some liquid courage because not a lot of people can speak freely and openly with the Leo because they're scared, because we mean or something. I don't know. Friends. Okay. Divine intervention, addictions, and reconciliation here. So yeah, your person wants to have a conversation, but they're, they need to get their courage up to do so here. Some of your people are dealing with addictions here and just toxic attachments. Now, that could be with you or with other people or just with the addiction of their choice as is. But they do want a second chance here. They miss you. They want to be back together. They've been probably spending a lot of time with friends, speaking on the situation because they can't really come to you. Because once you kind of close yourself off, you kind of close yourself off. All right. Let's see what else. Let's get some hidden truth. What is it that your person is hiding? Things that they wanted to say, needed to say, but can't say. All right. Yeah, but they want you back in their arms like yesterday. I love you unconditionally. No matter what, and I want to tell you how I feel. So they want to speak, and I wish things could be different. They knew exactly what they were doing, and they're starting to understand the connection. So they knew all of this, right? And for those of you who are thought that, oh, their actions and this, that mean that they don't love you. No, baby, they love you. They probably love you more than they've ever loved anybody in their whole life. They hide behind material things. They replay your conversations over and over. So the things that you say, whether they're good things or bad things, they replay that, okay? And exactly, they hid who they really were from you. The problems that they suffered, the things that they had going on. Some of you were too young. They just don't know how to communicate here, Leo. And Leo, you're a very communicative, you communicate really well. Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. Yeah, baby, you are on their mind 24/7. They are thinking about you, thinking about how they can reopen this, how they can, because like I said, as a fellow Leo, I understand we can sometimes come off as unapproachable. Don't approach me. Don't speak to me. Don't do none of the above, okay? One more for my Leos. Let's see what is going on here. All right, babies, let's get some tea on this situation between this person, what they're kind of hoping, thinking, needing to happen here. They are taking some time to recover here. There you are, Leo. Always come in a fit. You always stand up for yourself here, Leo. Okay. Oof. Okay. Oof. Well, some of my bitch. Okay. Putting these back in the deck, but King of Cups, there's those feelings that need to be spoken on, but it's always wait. Your person keeps putting pause on these feelings because they can't really go up against that strength, because they're aware that once some of these things start coming out, something is bound to piss you off and you're gonna pop that lid there. That untamed lion is going to show itself. Okay. Yeah, okay. Overall energy for this reading, I don't know why this is trying to shock me, but devil. Okay. So you have Capricorn energy out here, Libra, Aries, Leo, Pisces, Gemini, Scorpio. Yeah, okay, so Leo, your person is kind of struggling through some things right now. They're dealing with some toxic shit, some toxic behaviors, codependency, all these things, and just destructive behavior all around. You have two things out here that represent addictions very clearly in very toxic situations here. So they have stepped away. They are trying to take solitude. They are trying to recuperate, if you will. They have some personal goals that they are trying to figure out here to get that inner alignment just within themselves to be front and center here. They're playing it safe, which is why some of you probably haven't had this reconciliation yet, because they're playing it safe. And you're a Leo, so you're a big scary person. They really still don't know where they're going. The fear of change for your person is extremely deep here. But then they can see the other side, how you, standing in your power, they know that you can lead them out of whatever misery they are in. And they know with you, Leo, that this is their happy ever after. This is what they want, Leo. They want you. They want you to take your rightful place beside them and lead them where they need to go. Because for the ones that are struggling right now are having a really hard time. They know that you are their happy ever after here. They just don't know how to grasp it now because of the things that have happened. But there is disharmony between this connection here, Leo. with this Lovers in reverse. There is love here on both sides, but it is not unified. It is imbalanced AF, okay? There's a lot of conflict and a lot of bad choices here. And your person has a really big fear of commitment, because commitment of one is a scary prospect for a lot of people here. So your person is coming indecisive. Like I said, there is not lack of love on either side here. But what is showing is that decisions need to be made, okay? And a choice needs to be made either to love each other fully and completely, or do not reconcile here. There is acceptance here. And both of you are finding peace with what it's showing at this point in time. No matter how hard it is, there is peace that has been found. There has been some setbacks on both sides here, you and whoever it is that you are connecting with here. But there's a lot of forgiveness and a lot of healing that needs to be put where it needs to go here. Whether you need to forgive them or vice versa, it needs to be happening here. Because this ending of whatever this part of it is needs to not be. So if you're dealing with someone with toxic behaviors or codependency, that's what needs to be ended here, right? So that something new can come in, more healthy, and end the cycle within the two of you as it has been in the past or right now. Especially for the ones that are just kind of hanging on to see and allow things to change and grow and form in a different way without really doing, there's not a lot of work being done here on either side. Okay. It's just, well, we're just going to sit and stew in this and see what the universe is going to throw at us next here. There is a lot of inner turmoil here, a lot of deep fears that have not been dealt with. And there are secrets that are still needing to be out here. Okay. Your person has a lot of secrets here, Leo. They're hoping they don't have to divulge all that stuff, but baby, it ain't going to work that way. It ain't going to work that way. Your person is trying to reach out. It's just not in the ways that you would expect them to reach out to you, right? Any kind of little thing, especially if they do like, you know, I don't know, the online shit. It might be like a lot of memes or that kind of a situation. Any kind of communication is a reach out, okay? All right, let's clarify the devil here in the overall energy, because that's what's concerning here for that. When the devil comes up in the overall energy, crowning everything, that means there's a lot of toxic bullshit here, okay? Eight of Pentacles. Yeah. Okay. So there's a lot of karmic debts going on here. A lot of karmic lessons, life lessons again. Things that you're having to wait on because you have to learn the lesson here. Some of you have. And you're starting to try to apply it to the situation. But it's like a never-ending feeling of, God, this shit again? Like, did we not learn last time or whatever? Eight of Swords. And the Two of Cups. So, yeah, look, your person is going through some toxic, like I said, toxic shit here, okay? They haven't learned their lessons, okay? They're just not. They try, and then they get a little good, a little few steps ahead, and then they fall back. Because the Eight of Swords shows up here. They're self-restricting. Seeing the bigger picture for what it is causes more fear than anything here. They're getting in their own way here. And they're also getting in the way of this unified partnership, this happiness, this love, this Two of Cups energy here. Okay. All right. Let's do this Two of Wands in reverse. The Four of Pentacles. Yeah, okay, so even though they fear the change and, you know, playing it safe and all this and really not reaching out to you right now, they are holding on to you like everything. You are that one gem that they hold close to their heart, or that one pentacle, that one coin that they ain't willing to let go of. They don't want to let this go for nothing. So they're going to try. They're going to keep trying. But they're not letting you go, Leo. They have no wish to, no desire to. Eight of Cups here. Three of Wands. So, yeah, they're holding on to you, but they're also putting that distance. They're putting the distance until they can figure it out. They're waiting for something, and for a lot of you, Leo, they're waiting on something from you, some sort of information, some sort of, you know, I'm gonna be here. Five of Pentacles. Leo, you're not afraid of them abandoning the situation. You're not afraid of them, you know, if they decide to keep themselves secluded and not knowing what to do, you're okay. You have no feelings of being abandoned, no feelings of being left out in the cold. You're past all that. You're past all that. Make a decision. Make a decision. Stop having me wait for your stuff. Okay. Let's come down here to the Lovers in reverse. Again, all about decisions here, because we know your person views you as their happy ever after here. Knight of Cups. Yeah, Leo, they still love you. They're going to keep picking you over and over and over and over again here. They want to keep offering for you. But it's tiresome. You make things very difficult for them. So they're sleeping on it. Instead of getting up and making the offer the proper way that they should do and doing the things that they need to do, they're being slow about it. They're being slow about it. They're being slow about recovery. They're being slow about healing up. They're being slow about everything. They're snail pacing it. Because they think as long as they're going to offer for you that you ain't going nowhere. That you're just going to sit here and wait, no matter how much pain they've caused you. No matter how much pain they've caused in this whole situation, they think that you're going to keep waiting to see some real change here. that you're going to accept it for what it is. All right, 5 of Cups in reverse, please. Yeah. Justice here. There's contracts here. Let's just put this out. We're talking twin flame, soulmate, marriage, you know, deep-seated contracts here that are about to be put back into balance, and fairness is going to be reinstated within the connection. Whether you two are able to pull it back together, whatever your person did to you, it's going to be dealt with. And if you did anything to them, it's, you know, put it where it goes. Whoever did the most mess up in this connection, they're going to get their due comeuppance here. Okay, let's see what death is here for. What's this change in this new beginning here? Okay, 6 of Pentacles. There is no more breadcrumbing going on here, okay? 10 of Swords in reverse. Something that should have ended has been held on to here because there's just that feeling of we have these deep contracts here, okay? Your person wants you to take a risk on them still, Leo. They want a new beginning. They want to start over again. They want to make the changes that need to be made here. They don't want this to end. For them, the ending is the ending of everything. The ending of the happy ever after. The ending of being able to make things right here. Everything ends. This 2 of Cups. You are more important to them, Leo, than you think. And this is what caused them inner turmoil here. They know they messed up. They know it. They know they caused you hurt. But they don't know how to fix it. They don't know how to fix it here. And it does cause, you know, anxiety, sleepless nights. They like people to think that they're over the anxiety of it. Without you, the anxiety for them is they depended on you more than what I think you think they did. But in a world of darkness, Leo, you were their light. All right. Let's get a little bit here from the universe to clear this up. Let's see what a possible outcome is for this, okay? What is the outcome for this for Leo and their person? The Magician here, manifesting. Ace of Cups here. King of Cups. Yeah, like I said, they are manifesting. You know, the universe wants you to know that your person is manifesting. They are manifesting this new start in this connection with you. Their feelings have always been as, you know, the love that they hold for you is like none other, okay? They don't express it right. They don't show it right, but it doesn't mean it doesn't exist, okay? You are their queen. You are their passion. That is what they are. You know, that is their feeling. That is, you know, it's they're going to they are manifesting the hell out of this connection and restarting this love here. And it's the truth. Knight of Swords. It is the truth. The truth is going to come out, and that's going to make or break the connection, right? Even though there's feelings of sadness here, okay? And there is a pause. So, still not there yet. The universe is still intervening here because there are things that need to be dealt with, okay? The past needs to be dealt with so it doesn't get brought back into the future, in the here and now. The addictions, the codependency has to be dealt with here. But their view on you has not changed. All right, Leo, that is what I have for you. I hope this helps. Please like, share, and subscribe. And like always, I will see you in the next.